What's poppin' internet? Welcome to another episode of the Synced Up Podcast, the show where we talked about news, games, and sandwich a little fun in between. I'm one of your hosts, Timothy DeRoe, and joining me this week is your boy.
It's your boy,
Michael Clare.
Timothy DeRoe.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm putting this game on this so I can remember to talk about it next week. Hold up. Boom.
What are you doing?
Anyway, all right, yeah. This is the show we do all the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is our Game of the Year episode. You know what it is. We've been gone. We've been on holiday. We've been missing, but we're back now, and we're here to do our top 10 games of the year
2022.
The news that we had while we were missing, there's not a lot of it. Well, there's some. We're gonna talk about it next week.
Wow.
This is gonna be a long ep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
We got some games to get through.
This is gonna be a big fat long ep. All the games I've been playing recently, all that stuff, all that jazz. Reader mail, all of it will come back next week. For now, this is the top 10 games
Top
only.
10.
Speaking of those top 10 games, you can join in on the fun next year. I'm going to patreon.com/syncedup for $1. Get access to the Discord. To join the Discord and you know get in there. And we took the top 10 list from everybody in the Discord and gave them weighted scores, and they added towards what was the Synced Up Game of the Year. What?
Oh, okay. That said 16.
It is 16, but
I was about to spaz on you, bro.
No, I put games in there that I think could be top 10, and then I reorder it later, and then after
I thought that was number 10, and I was gonna flip a brick, bro.
Nah, and then at the end, after doing honorable mentions, I delete them.
You're good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So here
we can roll on.
Yeah. No quite, mate. No quite. Anyway, so yeah, let's get right into it.
Well, who wants to go first? We started with you last time. Want to go counterclockwise? Jordan, go first.
Sure.
Papa J. Oh, Nar. Don't worry about it, bro. The bottom half, frankly,
ass. Like this shit movie.
Yeah.
Mine was fire. I don't know what y'all want.
No,
dude, I guarantee you, your list is the worst one.
Okay.
I don't think
I'll roast you eventually.
My list is banging.
You will catch some heat.
Y'all just don't play games, man.
Yeah? Look at these games. At least 10 of them.
Sure. How many games did I play this year? Let's check.
I played over 20.
Where's my list?
What? Why you snickering,
I
bro?
don't think I made it to 20.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought I didn't, but then I definitely did. I definitely
I
realized.
should keep track of these, but I just don't.
59.
GG app, bro.
Yeah, wait till I gotta actually care.
I like the GG app.
59 games I played.
Too many, if you ask me.
That's a little much.
You live, breathe every second.
Sure.
Content.
Yeah.
Well, is content the word?
Yeah, that's the word.
Entertainment.
I'm always consuming content. Information. I have an insatiable thirst for information.
I wouldn't even say information. Just anything.
Yeah.
What's
Just consumption. I don't know.
stimulation?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, I'm never just chilling.
Sorry, Jordan. Number 10.
Oh, so starting off the list.
Yeah.
At 10 is a game that I didn't play myself. I watched this played in two different ways.
Let it slide.
But it's As the Dusk Falls. It would be much higher on the list if I played through myself, made my own decisions. I just didn't get to it, unfortunately. That's my fault.
Good game.
So I put it. It would go higher, but I had to put it lower because I myself did not take the sticks.
Yeah, I want to play
That's
the first
right.
chapter.
That's right. You
But
hooligan.
yeah, that.
Sorry, brother.
I at least watched it. Well, I watched one guy's playthrough of it. Very good. Very good art style. Very good. I liked the game a lot. It was really enjoyable. It was very different to the types of games that were coming out at the time. And I liked it, having on the edge of my seat, even just watching. So I would have liked to have played through, but I failed. But that is my number 10 to start off.
Nah, you're good
right.
game. Fun game. It's also on my list, but
Yeah, I
I'll
just
get
played
to
the
that
first
later.
chapter.
What? I
I
just
don't
stopped.
know. Just more stuff came out, and the distance got too great and could never go back. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I know.
You know how it goes.
I know. I like that game.
Yeah, it's pretty good. My number 10. Wait, you going next?
You
We're
don't know
doing
what
counterclockwise?
counterclockwise
Oh
means,
shit,
bro?
my bad. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ,
My
brother.
bad.
Number 10, High on Life.
Yeah.
That game was really fun.
You finish it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I finished it in like 3
Didn't even
days.
start it.
I'm not shocked. I don't
wanted
think
to.
I
There's
don't know
just
if you would like
stuff.
it. I don't know if you are you with that humor.
Yeah.
You like Justin Roiland?
It's all right.
Okay. It's good. The gameplay, average, not bad, funny. A lot of good moments in it.
I know Chance liked it a lot.
Yeah.
We watched a porn in it. It was crazy.
Bro, low key, you know it happens every single time.
What?
You play any game, watch any show or movie, you'll be doing it alone for 7 hours and nothing happens. You get up, step away for 1 second, tits. And then Jordan's like, "What are you watching? What are you playing?" It's just tits on the screen. I'm like, dude, I don't know, dude. I was just.
It's a classic meme of like Your parents never walk in on you playing GTA until you in a strip club.
Bro, that's why I've probably told this story before. I downloaded Witcher 3 within the first hour or something. There's tits.
You're boning, yeah.
Yeah, and Dad walks in. He's like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I'm like,
like
"My
this.
guy, I don't know, dude. I just trying it out." He's like, "Nah." He's like, "Okay, fine."
You ain't trying that shit, boy. That's so funny.
Yeah. Nah, that's
Anyway.
good. It's fun.
My number 2.
2.
Overwatch 10. Sorry.
Jeez
Overwatch 2.
Christ.
Numbers.
Yeah, Overwatch 2. Yeah.
Yeah, Overwatch 2 is my number 10.
It's a fun game.
That's a good. Well,
Could have been.
It was a fun experience with the homies.
It was.
Yeah,
It could have been a good game.
could have been greater.
Everything out of the combat, out of playing the game. Bad.
Yeah.
The shop was atrocious.
It's wild when you begging for loot boxes in the year 2022.
Oh God, bro, I want to go back. Like, let me earn loot boxes. Let me earn cosmetics. Because you can't no more.
Nope.
You can't. And
Nope.
it's frustrating.
It's just purchases only.
Only.
It's
I
pretty
hate it,
fucking
bro.
whack. I hate it.
I hate it. But the game was really fun.
Yeah, it was.
Been wanting to try the new character. He seems OP.
Gotta
but
pay for him.
yeah, exactly. Like, it's just, I don't want
play
to.
the shit out of the game.
And I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, me neither.
It was good. Not as good as the OG release. I don't
No.
think you're gonna beat that.
No, that was iconic.
Maybe when Lucio Ball drops.
No, not Lucio Ball.
Dude, you
Back to Mythic
can't
and Lucio
shame
Ball.
Lucio Ball. Lucio Ball was the shit. I love that. But yeah,
Okay. Number 9.
Jay.
Jordan. What was your number 9?
So
Number 9, large.
2 number 9s. My number 9 was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. No,
Wait.
I'm just kidding. It was
My guy, what?
It was Naraka Blade Point, which I know didn't come out in 2022, but
It actually might have.
played it for the first time in 2022. Kind of took over my life for a good 2-3 weeks.
I mean, did it hit like 1.0 in 2022?
Check it.
That's what matters.
That's just when I heard about
Doing
it.
a double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out last year. August 11th, 2021.
I'm cool with it.
I think it like dropped on Game Pass, and that's what made it.
That's what matters.
Sure.
Game
That-
Pass
it-
2022.
yeah. So, it's just a little battle royale, but it was like a fighter battle royale. The gameplay was very weird, like unique as for like a fighting game, like a battle royale.
Mm-hmm.
I sucked at it because I'm just not a fighter. I got decent enough to hang for a while, but then you hit a point where you just kind of fall off and you can't keep up anymore.
Yeah.
Which is fine. What I really enjoyed was the cosmetic side of things. All the stuff was easily accessible. The character customization for a battle royale was kind of nuts. You could customize you could take the base character and customize them into whatever you wanted after that. So you could have the same character like 80 different ways if everyone played the same person. And it was just super, super cool, refreshing. It was fun. Played it with the boys for a couple days. Played it by myself a lot more than I thought I would, and I enjoyed myself. It was quite fun.
All right.
Word on the street.
Word on the street is
I'm gonna catch some heat.
Mike's number 9 is.
It's Elden Ring.
Yeah, you're stupid.
No, but you gotta realize it's amazing. It's even on the list.
I know.
This is me
it's not on
recognizing.
mine.
This is me recognizing. Damn, that's a good game. It's just not for me. It's just not for me,
It hurts,
bro.
brother. It hurts.
No,
it doesn't.
it doesn't suck.
That's like one of
It's
the
a
best
well-made game.
games of all time.
It is respectfully not as hard as I expected it to be.
Yeah, that was most people's team.
Because the reason I fell off Dark Souls 3 was because it was annoyingly hard.
Mm-hmm.
This one wasn't. I just fell off because it's not my style of game, not my world. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I got to explore this world. I'm so interested. I'm having the opposite effect playing God of War right now, where I'm like, I want to explore every inch of this. Elden Ring is like, I don't care about the world. I'm kind of playing just so I can keep up with my friends and stuff. Fun game. It's a good game. Still makes top 10 because I respect it. But that's where it's going to sit.
This is the game that started my get all the FromSoft achievements journey.
Well, did you not have some of
I
all
did
the
before, but this is the one that made me be like, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'll get the rest.
Yeah.
Did this with Chance. Chance got all the achievements in this. Didn't expect it from him.
Mm-hmm.
He only played because I was going in. And,
How much extra effort was that?
get
Like
the
beyond
100%?
beating the game, getting the 100%.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Because I was enjoying the game so much.
Mm-hmm.
So it was never like, fuck, gotta go get these things. It was more like, oh, if we just pay attention,
Mm-hmm.
like we can do this all without going into New Game Plus with a couple of weird save scummy things. As long as we don't fuck up. And, Chance was able to do it. I don't think Chance would have done it had he not had me being such a champion about it and, like, staying glued to what we... Because it's easy to fuck up things with the NPC quest lines and shit in that game. Where like, oh,
Yeah.
you beat this boss before this boss, or go here before there, and like random
You
stuff
can
like
shut
that.
down stuff.
So I was always like, hey, make sure you do this, do this, do this, do this, and we'll be good.
I wanna take a second to talk about a new pet peeve I have. Having to come back to areas once you get an ability later. I know I shouldn't be upset about it because that's
Was
just
that
a
in this
normal thing.
game?
No, well, it might have been.
I don't think
it
it
might have
was.
been. But I was just thinking about God of War,
Oh,
where
sure.
it's like, oh, can't access that now. I gotta come back when I have a new
You
ability.
hate Metroid.
It's different. It's different.
It's the same.
Because like that game is built like the story is driving you backwards as well.
Yeah.
Like the story takes you like I hate going back out of my way to an area I've already cleared. Like as I go through areas, I 100% them
Yeah.
to my ability.
Can't do that in God of War.
I hate having to come back to do one thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah, I can't stand it these days.
Yeah.
Because I will 100% the game if I can do it all as I'm playing.
Yeah.
If I have to come back afterwards,
That's God of War, baby.
yeah.
No, but Elden Ring, this game's fucking, it's God tier. It's real good shit. It's definitely the best FromSoft game, bar none. It's
You
so
can
fucking
you
good.
can juice it more later.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Doesn't get much better than that.
What's
My
up?
number 9, Citizen Sleeper. This was Spencer's number 1
Really?
on his list.
Is
He
'cause
liked
was,
it a
like,
lot.
The third game he played this year.
I don't. No, yeah, maybe. But I like it a lot. I think the title screen music, like not the title screen music, the main theme of the game, like the music is like one of the best themes I've heard in a game in a while. It's so good, and it's very and contextualized within the game is also makes it even better. It's an interesting game. You know, you roll dice to determine. You have like days, right? And you live on this spaceship. And the game is like, oh, here's these 5 dice, and you can do things this day with these 5 dice. And there's certain things that require specific numbers on the dice for you to be able to do something. And there's certain things that are like, hey, if you have a 1 to a 3, you have a 50% chance to succeed on this thing. If you have a 4 to a 6, you will always succeed on this thing that you're trying to do. And there's a bunch of different plot lines and storylines of like you're trying to stay alive because you worked for a corporation and that corporation constantly injects you with these things to keep you controlled. You stop taking that, but now you're dying because you need to take that to live. And so you have to find substitutes and you have to find like all kinds of stuff like that. And then you're trying to help people out. You're living off of a guy and he needs you to work to make money. And so you have like this pool of dice every single day and you're like, okay, do I make money today? Do I make sure my guy is fed so he doesn't die?
Yeah.
Do I go get medical attention? Do I follow down this quest line that I was doing? And the stories are really, really fucking good. And it's one of those games that's like, you know, it's like Disco Elysium and stuff. It's reading, you know, like Pentiment, and rolling dice and doing stuff like that. But I liked it a lot, and the music is great.
I dig it.
Super enjoyable. Jordan, number 8.
Number 8 for me, still on the fighter genre. A little bit different, was Rivals of Aether.
Yep.
Played it with Tim and Noah and Mike as well. Didn't play it for very long. Played it just a couple times, but every time felt really good. I would have played it more if it came up more in the desires to play.
It's that indie Smash Bros, baby.
Yeah. For a Smash clone, very unique to itself. Very good art style. It's kind of goofy. Kind of like it. It's just good fun with the boys. I liked it. I didn't think I was gonna like it when I started playing it at first. Because like this feels a little weirdly technical, but
it kind of is.
Ended up enjoying the fuck out of it. It was really fun. I brought it up to other
harder
people.
edges than Smash Bros.
Yeah, it's very you have to be a little bit more precise. But I feel like the payoff still feels just as good sometimes. And like the characters are just cool. They all have very unique things about them that are like that's weird.
Yeah,
I like it. It's really fun. So if you haven't played it, give it a try.
It has some good crossovers too.
Yes.
Like Shovel Knight and
Shovel Knight's OP. He's quite
Ori.
cracked. He can't lose.
Rivals was fun. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
number 8.
Cult of the Lamb.
Cult of the Lamb.
This game was really fun.
Yep, it was.
We talked about it a bunch.
I think it would have hit my list had it not been so buggy.
No bugs.
Or
Yeah.
had I played it,
It would have been
5 months after launch.
It would have been a little bit higher up for me too.
Yeah.
Because it's just a very fun. The base building part of it is dope. The combat's fun.
Village.
The story's fine. It's just a really good game.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't as buggy.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much else to say. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I
Good
enjoyed
art
it a
style,
lot.
good music, good combat. I think the
Yes,
base
sir.
building and doing this stuff there is probably the best part of that game.
Easily.
But that being said, there was a lot of glitches that had to do with that. Times you would get stuck trying to do a ritual. Times it would take forever to load to do a thing because there
I
was
had
a
to restart the game
clip.
so many
Yeah.
times.
Tons and tons of hard restarts just
Mhm.
to keep things moving in that game,
Yeah.
which is why it didn't even make it into my honorable mentions. But you know, Had it been 100% on launch, I definitely think it could have been much higher.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I assume it's fixed. No way it's still as buggy
Yeah.
this
At this point, I would say play that shit.
Yeah, definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
If you can play it.
My number 8 came out in September.
Ocho.
The full release of Grounded.
The bug game.
Yep, the bug game. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the game. This game's so fucking good. It was such a fun time jumping into this with Chance, Adri, Noah, getting a 4-man in there, running around, building our base, going crazy with that, doing the storylines together, and just overall just exploring and doing stuff. It was just so much fun. It was one of the first games Adri played after her getting her Xbox, so joining in on us playing that was a really good time getting her in there. And then it was just a nice thing to be like, oh, you know. Got my fiance, got my brother, got one of my really good friends, and we're in here playing this game, and it's just a good game. The controls are a little weird sometimes, but overall, it's great. You're always laughing and cackling and running into giant spiders that's scaring the shit out of everyone, and everyone's running around. The survival part of it is really, really good. The hunger and the thirst and all of that stuff isn't like crazy overbearing like it is in most survival games. And the story's just cool because there's like an actual story there. And I like it where like with this backyard being off limits and the scientists who figured out this technology and just all this crazy stuff that I thought was really, really cool. And I would probably eventually go back in and continue on more because I never finished the actual story, but I'd probably do it for sure.
I don't know what Grounded was missing for me. It didn't make my...
You hit those like 2 days and then you was out.
Yeah, because I was enjoying it because everybody else was playing, but I was definitely not going to get on by myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it was the UI, the menus, or something like that. Just something was like not it for me.
Yep.
I would have rather been just playing Minecraft or something. Which I don't know.
That's about time for that. No cap.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I've been feeling it.
I'm always down.
Anyway, Jordan, number 7.
What you got, sir?
God, it wouldn't turn on. My number 7 has already been talked about once. And it's gonna stay down here in the bottom half because. Fuck that mechanic, but it's Overwatch 2. Was not an Overwatch 1 person. Did not really enjoy it that much.
You missed it, bro.
You missed out.
That
was an era.
All summer 16. All summer 16.
I'm pretty sure in that summer I'm still deep in my COD phase. I think is what was happening there.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But I did play Overwatch 2 with the boys. Played a little bit by myself. That fucking sucked.
I built a PC because of this game. Overwatch 1.
I bought a gaming laptop because of this game.
Yeah. That's why I did that.
It was the shit.
Sad that I missed it.
I know. I wish we could live it again.
Overwatch 2 was fun to play when you're playing with the.
You gotta have a 5-man.
If you don't have a team, it's just not enjoyable for me.
You gotta have
I know some people solo queue on purpose.
Nah, fam.
Not a game I can do that and enjoy myself.
No, I did that for one day and I was like, this fucking sucks.
And the thing is, it's if you're gonna solo queue in a game like that, you have to play at carry, which is not what everybody wants to do.
Exactly.
Like if you play support, it is so unfun playing support solo queue.
Because everything is your fault, and then at the same time, if you guys do well, it's never anything that you did correctly. So it's just not for me. But it was fun to play with the boys. I ended up liking characters I didn't think I would like. Just thinking about it, I was like, I'm not gonna like her. Tried Bridget, loved her. I was like, that's super cool. But it has to stay below 5 because that loot system, the cosmetic system, is just bad.
Atrocious.
It's just as bad, if not worse, in different ways from Halo. Like, what the fuck you doing?
Bad.
It's so frustrating, especially. It's my 7 too, by the way. So I'll just continue the conversation here.
Great.
It's so bad. It irritates me so much because you don't realize how bad it is until you got it good. When you're playing a game with communication, like. I've been in deep in Marvel Snap, and I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I've stayed deep in it.
That's good shit.
Love that game.
It's good stuff.
And it has great community engagement. Ben Brode is on Twitter talking to people.
The way you earn things, despite the game being free, is awesome.
Yeah. It's very good. And then you go look at Overwatch 2, and you're like, I've earned nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a couple voice lines, a skin for a character I don't care about. It's just not cool. Or I could drop $22 and get, like... One skin.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
It's just not good. The only place that gets away with that is Fortnite.
Yeah.
Because I feel like... I don't know how. I think it's because the skins are reasonably priced to begin with.
Yeah.
And then it's like actually cool collabs and stuff like that, you know? So you're like, I don't know.
I got Mr. Beast the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I thought about just logging on and get Mr. Beast.
I got him.
But
the only games that get me with like cosmetics like that nowadays is just Apex. But I play Apex consistently, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But like, it really sucks because like in Overwatch, there were skins that I was like, I was talking to you guys about it, like, damn, I'd buy that right now. And then you can't specifically buy that one. You gotta buy this one, and then.
Dude, it was so much more frustrating for me too because I had to start a new account.
Oh,
I couldn't get into my old account.
Yeah,
I
it
had
was
all
so
my
ass.
skins and everything, and so starting over, I had none of my skins, and I had my gold weapons. I was just like, this just
They're the
sucks,
worst,
dude.
bro.
I was not excited for the.
Not fun.
No, it wasn't. You know, if I could have, I probably would have put Fortnite on the list this year
Yeah.
because I played a lot of Fortnite this year.
You did
It
last
was a
year,
lot of
too.
fun. Last year?
You just deep in the sauce, I feel like, with Fortnite.
Every now and then.
Yeah. I feel like you're the only one who's consistently like, oh, yeah. Just
Nah,
finish
it was the
weekies.
Dragon Ball collab, and
Yeah.
it was going hard.
Come
Nah,
on,
bro.
me and mama.
It's when someone says, "Bro, this is the season pass this season, whatever,"
Mhm.
and I look at him like, I might have to go in.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
fair
telling
enough,
you,
fair enough.
These Fortnite refunds about to go dumb
Fortnite
nasty, bro.
Battle Pass. I need to do
Fortnite
some
Battle
research on
Pass.
that. It seems too good to be true.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Number 7 across the board for me and Jordan.
My number
Overwatch
7, Pentiment.
2. Pentiment.
Pentiment, that is the Obsidian game. Of course, Obsidian, you know them from New Vegas, the upcoming Avowed,
Mhm.
of course, Outer Worlds, good studio. They had a little team within them make this weird fucking game called Pentiment, where you are a little guy on this very interesting art style. You play a painter in like Middle Ages, medieval 1500s,
Mhm.
where like Europe somewhere,
Yeah.
just England, and it's fucking good. It's not one that I can recommend for everybody because I know you started it and you were like, not for me.
I got 3 minutes in, bro,
yeah,
and then uninstalled. I talked to everybody in the house when you first wake up.
yeah,
I got out the door. I could have went left or right.
yeah.
I-
You
I
really can only go
uninstalled.
left. When you go right, there's a
I
dead
just could not be bothered, bro.
Yeah.
After all the dialogue, what I needed in that game,
end. Sure.
because it's like a mystery, right? Like a murder mystery, something like that.
It's a murder mystery. Yes.
I think it would have hooked me if I woke up and like the first text box is a scream and someone's dead.
yeah.
I would have been hooked then. I was not
The murder
hooked.
happens so soon after you uninstall it, dude. Like it's like right there.
I got so.
You just gotta walk up the road and do some talking. and
I'd
you're
never
good.
been more bored in my life, dude.
Man, no. I love this type of game. What hooked me to keep me going,
Mhm.
because I was a little bit bored in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then once the murder happened, I was like, yes, right?
Mhm.
But what really hooked me was how stylized it was.
Yeah.
This idea, like they just decided, hey, we as a group are going to become really obsessed with early century fonts
Mhm.
and what the writing styles were back then. So if you talk to a nun, their dialogue is in a specific font.
Yeah.
If you talk to a peasant, their dialogue is in a specific
I think
font.
it's really cool.
Yeah, noblemen. And they have all these effects, like when there'll be typos, and you'll see an erase go over it and fix it.
Mhm.
When they talk about anything that has to do with like God, Jesus, or anything like that, it's never wrote in, and then when the sentence is finished, it goes back and writes those in red. It's like really cool, just interesting effects that they do. When you talk to the guy he's a book printer, so he has a printing system to print books.
Yeah.
His goes in backwards, and then something slams over the top of it, and then
That's pretty cool.
so it does the effect of as if his dialogue was being printed like a printing press. So it's like really cool stuff like that I'm just like, this is fucking awesome.
Mhm.
And then on top of that, like it is a really good murder mystery that goes crazy fucking places.
Mhm.
And when you get to the end, you're like, damn, that was good shit. And there's choice that can change how things play out. There's multiple time skips in this game, so you might do something that really that affects things like a lot further on. There's very few like big major overarching changes, but they still feel like major changes to you and your personal story with what's going on in the game.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. Big fan. Number 7, Pentiment. Number 6.
Number 6 for
Jowdy.
me is
Jowdy.
another little party game.
Little party game.
Yeah, I enjoy games with the others, especially when we get the whole group involved. It's very fun. So 6 for me is Jackbox Party 9.
Out of left field.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Which was in this one? Do you remember?
No
This
idea.
one had
You don't rip ass.
Maybe this one was Wheel.
no, that was 8.
I don't remember what was in Jackbox Party 9.
Let me see.
This
Because
one-
it literally came out like
This is the
2
one we
weeks before.
played.
It came out in October. I know that.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, why don't we try this one?
Oh, the little Tetris game.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Oh, this is why I liked it. It had
Oh,
the,
it had new
it
fibbage.
had the people game in it. Is what the one where you had to, like in the Big Brother house type thing.
Oh, yeah, the
that
reality one.
I don't know. I had to put it in here because it came out this year, but really I was just saying I enjoyed playing Jackbox. We played multiple types this year.
Yeah.
We
Jackbox
did.
always
Yeah, it just hits.
hits.
It doesn't hit consistently. Like I could play it every day, But whenever we get everyone into a Jackbox game, it's just so fun.
When someone recommends it, nobody's ever like, nah. Everyone's like, oh, fuck it, sure.
It's so funny.
I feel like we gotta establish this isn't like a Quiplash house though.
No.
It's just a trivia house.
This is a wheel.
Wheel of enormous proportions.
Mm-hmm.
Murder trivia party.
And it's just good. It's just fun. Like I said, I like playing games with everybody else. It always just brings a smile. You're always laughing. Whenever you lose, you're not like, fuck. You're like, well, damn it. Of course.
It's a good time. Good jokes in there, too.
Enjoy it.
I don't know. When I lose, I get shitted on. So.
Well, you're trash. So.
Mike loses, and if people go nuts, dude.
Anyway, number 6.
What a world. As Dusk Falls.
Yep.
Yeah, good game. Really good game. 100%ed it. The story is great. The characters are great. I recommend people play it. It's very interesting. Your choices matter, bro.
They do?
They really matter in this game compared to what other games feel like. The different endings are good. Touches on some pretty cool topics like PTSD and stuff like that.
That game's too many
Forgiveness.
gigabytes.
Huh?
It's too many gigabytes, bro.
A lot of voices, bro.
It's like 70 gigs.
A lot of voices. A lot of voice acting.
So much.
A lot of different choices, paths.
I know.
No, it's just a really good game. I enjoyed the story a lot.
People enjoyed it.
I got no qualms. Is the phrase. No problems.
Yep, of course.
Just a good game.
Yeah.
All right, your turn, sir.
My number 6, Pokemon's Legends Arceus.
I am so happy it's at least 6.
It's a good one.
Who would have thunk, you know?
I know Pokemon Legends Arceus. You know, as much as I took a big old fat dookie on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and how much I hate that fucking game, Pokemon Legends Arceus though, that's good shit. There's still, of course, the classic Pokemon problem. For some reason, we're using the 3DS engine, and there's tons of pop-in, and there's a lot of empty space, and shit is weird, and the tutorial takes way too fucking long, and it's incredibly boring. But
once you're in, bro,
the complete different direction that they go with this one compared to the normal Pokemon franchise is what kept me going through that early part, and then I was locked in. The whole point of this one is to catch them all. That, of course, is a point in the majority of the games, but in this one, it's like that's the point.
You're not trying to be the champion.
No.
Anything like that.
You know, we're streamlining so many things, tons of quality of life fixes that came in this game, and not needing to trade things to evolve things. You could just buy the trade item from the trade shop.
It's just a faster game.
It's a faster game. Being able to send your Pokemon to go do things, and then you continue running on. Throwing a Pokeball to catch a Pokemon, and then you continue running off. Like, just tons of, like, let's just get rid of all the ridiculous amount of menus. Like, I can't remember the meme, but it was something like came from a speedrunning video where someone was like, yeah, you really got to hope that this move doesn't crit or do this, because then there's like legitimately like 45 seconds of tech boxes to get through.
If you hit and it was power. It's called an Omni Boost, and it boosts all your stats, but it does it one at a time. It says attack raised, special attack raised, defense raised, and stuff like that.
And so there's always the meme where it's like, yeah, this takes like a full minute and a half to finish this fucking one attack because it takes so long. So it takes all of that stuff and it says, fuck all that. We're just gonna make this game super quick and super fast and super fun. I liked it.
Shout outs, man. Good game.
Give me the next one.
I know, dude.
But not the next one.
I think it's important to realize that that game came out the same year as Scarlet and Violet.
That's wildin'.
They got problems over there, bro.
Yeah, they do.
They need help.
Series. Numero 5.
Cinco, baby.
De Mayo.
I think we just know from here on, it's just bangers after banger.
Yeah, we're in Banger Central. Well,
fuck you.
I wasn't talking about you.
Okay.
I wouldn't call my number 5 a banger.
Well, I will call my number 5 a banger. The only reason it's not higher on the list of bangers is because I didn't play it myself. But that would be God of War Ragnarok.
Number 5.
I haven't played it. I can't put it higher.
That's crazy.
That's fine.
I'm watching it be
for a
played.
game you didn't touch for it to be number 5 on your list.
Sure.
It's
gotta be good.
It's because what I've watched is just fucking good.
It's gasoline.
I won't talk about it too much because I haven't played it. I'll let you guys handle that because I know it'll be on yours. So I'm just gonna say, as a movie, it still holds up. It's at number 5.
Bro, I was on Twitter and I was reading somebody talk about like Elden Ring and God of War, and they were like, "Bro, they gotta stop with these movie ass games, bro. God of War is just a movie," and I'm like, "It's the best movie I've played all year." Like this,
so good. Keep doing movie games.
They're great. They're good. Number 5, Mike.
Banger.
It's Marvel Snap.
It's Pokemon Scarlet.
Oh.
Not actually a banger. There is many problems. The game is certifiably bad.
Yeah.
But gosh dang, bro.
Sure.
It scratches the itch, bro, and that's all you need, man.
All it did was make me itch. Scratching no itches.
I just got itchier, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I can never explain it, bro. I can never explain it. I just enjoy. I think if it was Pokemon Arceus.
Yep.
In this engine, I would have hated.
It's the same engine.
I would have hated Scarlet if it was not new Pokemon. Is kind of what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because it's like new Pokemon, and I'm catching. There's new characters, new Pokemon, new region.
Yeah.
It's all new to me.
Yeah.
I enjoy it more.
Of course.
If it was like Arceus, where it's because Arceus doesn't introduce. Well,
No.
there's a few new Pokemon,
Well,
right?
yeah.
But like, it's all stuff you've kind of seen before.
Mm-hmm.
It's the gameplay that saves that game. This one, it's just like the content, the new Pokemon and stuff like that. Catching a bunch of Pokemon I haven't seen before. It just gets me going. It's a fun game. Bad game, no. Would not necessarily recommend. If you want to see if you like Pokemon these days, go play Arceus.
Yeah, not this one.
Wouldn't recommend until maybe.
There's no until, bro.
Do you think?
No.
Any hope?
Nope. They're too busy, bro. They're making the next game.
Yeah, it's definitely for the next console.
Yeah, you're not. They're not fixing that.
They have to, right?
What?
Make a new engine for the next console.
No, they're gonna do the DS thing where they just keep making games for the Switch when the new console comes out.
But maybe that's better.
Is it? Because they're still ass.
Like if you got a Pokemon game that ran like Breath of the Wild, I'm fine with
That's
that.
quality, yeah, but
Yeah.
it ain't coming.
Bro, I need something.
Take a 2-year break, train the motherfuckers on a new engine.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
What they should have done is let Arceus ride, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let it ride for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then drop Scarlet Violet next year. Let
Yeah.
the disappointment happen, but you get an extra year of buffer. They should have done something. They need to.
They need to do a Switch engines.
It's so hard though, because then your Pokemon card sets are screwed. Your TV show is screwed. Your plushies that are gonna have to sit in a warehouse for a year. You know.
Yeah.
It's such a beast that you
Time
can't.
more dudes, bro.
That's all you can do is just pay 500 people to go make you a new engine.
Yeah. And then have them make a game that's coming out in 5 years.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's what they gotta do. And I don't know if they're gonna.
Who knows? Who knows?
All right, sorry. There's my Scarlet rant.
My number 5, Marvel Snap. This is a certified slapper hit.
This is a
mobile,
banger.
A mobile game in the top 5 games of the year is kind of wild. But it's a good fucking mobile game.
When was the last time? I don't know. When was the last like banger mobile game? It has to just be Marvel Snap, right? Well, did Unite make it into our list? But Unite was
No.
a Switch game when we
Unite
played it.
was a Switch game when we played it.
Yeah.
Let me look at just games I got on my phone right now. Among Us.
Among Us is probably it.
Yeah.
Among Us was the last
It's really just
banger.
that. Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. That's 2016. Unite was a Switch game for us first.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even count that.
So just Among Us.
Yeah, it's Among Us, and this year Marvel Snap.
Yes, sir. Marvel Snap. That's a certified banger. This is a This is a quality free-to-play game. If you want to know how to do a free-to-play game, this is how you do it. They do got a couple of critiques. You know, $99 packs in the store. It's a bit ridiculous. You know what I mean?
It is.
Drop them down. I wish I could pay $2 per variant. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I would buy
It don't gotta be that outrageous.
fuckload of
Oh
variants.
yeah.
I would spend $100 on $2 variants,
Mm-hmm.
but I will never spend like $20 on a couple of variants.
Yeah. No,
But
I agree.
$100 on a whole bunch of variants.
Mhm. I agree. But the thing that makes it not as bad is that you can still just get those random variants.
You can.
You
There's
can get them in other ways.
tons of ways to earn them. Lots and lots of ways. It's not pay to win. Even if there's these $100 packs and $50 packs that we're talking about, it is not possible to buy those things and then just go. Like you can't be at an advantage just by shelling. You have to play the game or wait an astronomically large amount of time as you are allowed to upgrade things without playing only a couple of times per day. So you need to play the game to get the things
I will
you need.
say it never feels like I've lost because even if you are afraid of like people can get the cards faster.
Yeah,
I never feel like I lost because
they have cards.
they have that card that I don't have.
I got
It's always I could have done this differently.
exactly. I got like 100 hours in this game. I feel like,
Yeah.
and there's never been one time where I'm like, well, I just don't have fucking Miss Marvel, so
Yeah.
I can't fucking win.
No,
Like,
it's
never
like
like that. When you're playing Hearthstone, that was happening all the fucking time. But in this game, it's not there. You're just like, fuck, should have played this there. I should have retreated earlier because I had no shot.
And I have faith that if something like that ever does happen in this game, where it's like, oh, the season pass card is now the best card in the game.
Super cracked, yeah.
They'll probably address it in some way because there will be a lot of people that are like, hey, this is now officially pay to win.
And they have a lot of good community support.
Yeah, they do. Ben Brode holding it down for Marvel Snap. Great game.
Quality. That's my number 5.
And we didn't even say anything about the gameplay itself. The gameplay is just fun.
So simple and
it's
great. It takes no time at all.
The biggest complaint I don't get is people complaining about the RNG of their decks, which I think is this stupid. You can complain about RNG of locations, but I think that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, like we mean drawing random cards.
Like, yeah, they're like, oh, my deck is inconsistent. I don't know how.
Yeah, there's 12 cards.
It's 12 cards, bro. And you see 9 of them guaranteed.
Yeah, if your deck's inconsistent, you're bad at making decks.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you're I'm never drawing this card. Like, build a better deck, you know?
Oh
my God. Because I watch a lot of Marvel Snap content, and that people complain about that a lot. Like,
having
my decks just aren't consistent.
Having the deck size be that small and the turns only be 6 makes this game great.
Yeah, it's so good. The combo packages that you can pull off, like, just have it. You can throw like Nova, Killmonger in any deck, and it's just good.
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of combos like that you can just throw in any deck.
Also, you learn about a bunch of Marvel characters you didn't know about.
Yeah,
and you're like,
it's cool.
I really like this Marvel character now.
Now, dude, there's a Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur show coming out on Disney, like the Disney Channel. I would not have cared about that if I wasn't playing Marvel Snap.
Might be time.
I know. What it's just cool.
Yeah,
great game.
Anyway, John
number 4, Quattro.
Number 4.
My number 4 has been talked about already on someone's list lower.
So
we're gonna kick him up higher because he deserves it. Grounded. Love Grounded. Grounded is very.
I mean, like the bugs.
Fucking good. I didn't play with the same group. I played with a different group. I played with TCG Cast Isaiah, and one of his friends. We had a 3-man going instead of 4. And then we had we called it the guest spot, so people could just pop in and out, see what was going on. We went dumb, stupid, nasty. We built what we call the Sky Elevator, and it's just a bunch of zip line systems, but it goes across to all of the research labs. We played for hours upon hours upon hours. We used to have raids where we would gear up and just go kill bees for 2 hours. It was just super fun. I love the design of the game.
Yeah, me too. It's great.
It's just unique. It's super fun. It's super it's just cute. It's a cute game as well.
It is.
I mean, you're out there beating shit to death, like literally, but you're a kid that dies and it just feels good because you're just like, damn, this fucking spider got me, bro.
You're a kid that dies and it feels good.
Yeah, like that should be morbid and it's not in this game. Like, you're just like, well, damn.
Yeah, it's fun.
There's a lot of twists and turns in the story that are actually like very cool. I remember like discovering new areas and dying repeatedly, and then once you figure it out, you feel like you conquered something because you're like, hell yeah. Like the underwater area, that was super fun, super stressful. I died a lot. It's way better of a game, like a survival game than you would think. It's just super cool. One of my favorite things about that game was just like it didn't matter what you were doing. You could go in and go hunting or build. Like, I'm building a lighthouse. For what? I don't know.
Just
but it's
Brad.
cool. It's taken me 6 months because it's
great,
hard,
right?
but it's just fun. So that game is just really good. Isaiah was playing it today. Almost jumped in. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the fuck out of it.
It's a good quality game, mate. Number 4, Mike.
Marvel Snap.
Good shit.
I don't think there's anything left to be said.
I
I
know.
think we kind of covered it.
It's been said, brother.
Hey, new Battle Pass drops in 30 minutes. I will be purchasing immediately.
Me as well. My number 4, Stray.
The cat game.
I've been catching heat for this all fucking year.
Well, as you should.
All from individuals who've never played this goddamn game.
It's just a cat game, bro.
No, this game is good.
It's just a walking simulator.
Not only is, it is just a cat game, right? They have created a game that really does feel like it embodies what it means to be a cat.
Yeah.
With a lot of like random little things that aren't important to the gameplay or the story that they allow you to do, like sharpen your claws on the rug, and like there's sections where like you get a jacket put on you and you're like with the DualSense and stuff, your cat all rolling around, and it's like really good stuff. But the reason I love this game is not only because I think the story, despite there being virtually no dialogue, is incredibly quality. I think that they have done it just reiterates what I love in games, and I think that is environmental like puzzles, right? So like for example, the game is very linear at first, but there's several big open wide areas where there's a lot of you running around and going up into little nooks and crannies, and it's so fun to be like, oh, I can jump onto this air conditioner box, and then I can jump onto this awning, and then I can jump up onto this roof, and there's a window over there that's cracked, and you can jump into that window, and there's a little thing in there, and you'll find like a little codex entry, and you'll read it, and it'll give you more about the world and why you are where you are and what's going on, because the idea of what's happened to the world and why there's just robots and cats only is like, it's good stuff. But the puzzle, the environmental puzzles and stuff like that is just so good. Of like, oh, there's a guy there, like the classic thing where it's like, oh, this person has this item that I need, but I need to bring them this other thing, so I can go over here and they have that thing, but this guy needs this other thing. So you do like the little chain thing where you're like, oh, I found a battery, and I know that this guy needs a battery, so I took the battery to him, and he gave me a guitar pick, and I know there's a person over here that needs a guitar pick, so I gave them the guitar pick, and then they played the song, and then they were like, oh, thanks for letting me get this guitar pick. I'll give you this other item, then you can take that item to this other person. So stuff like that, it's like really good. On top of just the open world parts just being like, it's so quality and just being packed full of stuff, but it's all like, it doesn't feel like it's huge. They're compact areas, but it does feel huge because you're a cat, and it's very vertical, and there's very small areas that you can squeeze into because you're a fucking cat, and it's super awesome. And I just really liked it, and it was super stylized, and the story was really good. I cried at the end. Fucking me crying at the end is a stupid ass cat game. I liked it. And I went through and I got everything. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do all the puzzles. I'm gonna get all the codex entries because I like every little puzzle, every little thing in this game. Like, it's so super fucking good. I like it. Also, even though you're just a cat, they find ways to introduce you having new abilities in quotes with your little robot buddy, and you get little new things that you can do, and it's great.
Cool. You're a furry.
Yeah, I guess so. Number 3, Jordan.
Nah, I respect it.
It's a good fucking game.
Everybody who's played it, I've only heard good things.
You got the PS5, bro? You can play it.
I will not.
It's like 4 hours. It's super short.
Now that we've talked about fucking cats, let's talk about their better counterpart with
dogs.
Dogs. This was always a Jerry household. A Plague Tale Requiem, very good.
Rats.
Very good game. I like the first one. If you like the first one, you will like the second one. Yeah. The gameplay wise, not much changes. You do get some little stuff that makes some sections a lot easier.
It feels like a good evolution of the first one.
Yes, it's just literally what it feels like. It feels like a perfect step up. The story gets
music on 10.
The music is the best part. I was gonna get there. The music is incredible. I caught myself multiple times, especially after like a real tense scene, just kind of sitting there and letting it process and realizing the reason I'm sitting there letting it process
that orchestra, bro,
is because the music has caught me completely. Yeah, and it sucks you in, and you're like, holy,
that's quality. The story's so good.
The characters, some of the new characters are incredible.
Yeah, I like the open areas.
Yeah, and I'm not so. What I like about this game more is that in the first game you really only had one play style. You had to stealth your way through.
You just sneaking.
And this one you don't
kind of go off. Yeah,
you can. There's a point where you're like, I'm actually doing damage. I'm killing people.
I could just be a murderer. Yeah.
And that it also influences the story when you play different ways, which is just super cool.
And the skills that you earn as well.
That game might have one of the hardest end decisions of a game I've ever played.
Yeah.
It genuinely had me thinking.
Pretty rough.
Like ethically as a person, like what am I gonna do here?
You hit that part and you're like, I don't want to.
I don't want to. And as we learn later, when you freeze up and you're like, I don't know what to do here, the game will punish you for that or reward you if you based on how you perspective that. Yeah. And so you're sitting there and you're like, damn. God damn. Yeah,
it's good stuff.
I knew I was gonna like it. I didn't think I was going to fall in love with it.
Yeah. And it being on Game Pass is cracked too.
It literally had me bawling my eyes out at 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's good.
When I finished it, because I was supposed to go to bed 4 hours earlier, did not, and got stuck. Finished it and was crying.
Yeah, the only thing I think holding it back is budget, and it's an indie studio.
Yes.
So there's a lot of mouth movements that don't line up, and clipping through clothes, and just little stuff like that. That just it adds up, but it doesn't really take away from the experience for me. Just the classic AA game problem.
Yeah.
And I do think that they I don't think they will, but they kind of set up to do more stuff in the future.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a different story, same premise is what I think is going to happen there. But it's just like, and there's little design things of like, in the first game they make a big thing about the collectibles, right?
Yep.
But in this game you can equip the collectibles as like cosmetics on your character.
Yep.
Super weird that you can do that. Super cute. Liked it a lot. I made sure to have my favorite flower on every scene. Yeah. Does it do anything for you? No, but I will be wearing it. Like, it's just super important to me. I don't know why, because it felt important to the main character. And so it just felt good. I liked it a lot. And the story kind of went to a weird place in the sense of like that's not where I thought it would have went, and I liked it a lot. It was super good, very unique take. And then you get to control hordes of rats. It's fucking dope. So yeah, that's my number 3.
It's fun. Number 3, Mike.
Vampire Survivors.
This is a cracked fucking game right here, baby.
I didn't expect it until I saw the gameplay.
Yeah.
And I was like, this looks pretty addicting.
Yeah.
And I stayed away from it for a while.
You wouldn't do it
because I knew.
You wouldn't do it. You're
I knew,
play it, guys. Guys, I can't play it.
I knew I was right because as soon as I booted it up, I was like, all right,
You was
we're
locked in.
100%.
Yeah, and you did it.
I did. It's great. The DLC also great. $2 or free $99 on Game Pass. It's blows my mind.
Yeah.
How
That's called a guy who has an idea and he makes it and he don't care about money.
Yeah. And he just executes.
That's a passion project.
So good.
It is a very good game.
I got Cena to download it.
The little side stuff is good. Unlocking all the because
you did all the secrets.
Yes.
Yeah, there's cool shit in there, bro.
There is. And it's just there's not another game like that these days. Well, now there is.
Well, sure.
So many copies.
Isaiah continuing.
It's its own genre.
To say Survivor.io
did
I was
it
like,
first.
bro, the game is called Survivor.io. Like, it's obviously a ripoff.
It's just a good. It's a good game.
He said Vampire Survivors was a knockoff of fucking Survive.io.
It created the genre. I don't know if it created the genre. I think it did.
It redefined the bullet hell genre.
Because it's these games are called like Garlic Likes or something like that now.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Let me look up what the genre is.
The description was become the bullet hell, and I think that's what they did. They said, hey, let's make a bullet hell game, but make it reverse. You're not the little guy dodging all of the stuff, attacking the big thing. You were the big thing, shooting out all of the stuff. And so it just takes the bullet hell genre and just flips it in reverse. So I would call it a bullet hell, but
I would too. But they've kind of
a garlic like that's hilarious.
I've just heard some Vampire Survivors defines the genre. It's creative its own genre basically. With whatever they want to call it.
There's many different things you can call it. It's also on phones for free.
It's just with
So
your
if
left
you have a
stick,
phone, you
bro.
can download it for free.
I bet you it runs just as well.
No,
on the phone.
it's good as fuck on
It
phone.
doesn't take much.
They change it real nice to be vertical, to put it in portrait mode, and it works quite well on phones.
Just feels so good when you pop off.
The problem is, I cannot download it to my phone because I will be at work beeping a run, and
I will not.
Mike will walk up and be like, "What's going on?" I'm like, listen, dude, I just got the guns. I got it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I have it downloaded on my phone.
I will not download it
because I know it will take.
It'll ruin my life.
Yeah.
Now the second a new DLC drops, I will be on it immediately.
Yeah. Which we did with the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A $2.99 DLC. That's crazy.
$1.99.
I thought it was $2.99.
No,
sir. $1.99, $1.50 if you got Game Pass.
You could get half a quesarito.
Yeah.
Or the DLC.
I didn't even have a quesarito anymore. Quesarito
Less
was like
than half of a
$4.60.
quesarito.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Or 10 more hours of gameplay.
The market don't make sense these days, bro.
It don't.
What's a dollar?
Yeah, Vampire Survivors is so fucking quality. It's such a simple premise. When you look at it, you're like if you've never seen it and you've heard nothing about it, you look at it and you're like, "This fuck is this shit?"
Mm-hmm.
That's what Cena was like. What the fuck is it? And then he got on the sticks, and then you play for like 3.5 minutes, and you're like, okay.
It might be the first time you see somebody evolve something. And you're like, oh, he's really killing those guys now.
There's depth.
Oh,
yeah. When you unlock weapon evolutions and you start to unlock like arcanas and stuff, you're like, oh, this simple ass game where you just move the left stick has depth, like serious depth. And also, like I was saying with you before, the secrets do really cool stuff. Like,
yeah, they're
where
pretty
you're like,
sweet.
oh, like when you unlock the $250,000 character. I don't want to spoil it, but you know what I'm talking about. Which one? Yeah, that's like a cool little sequence where you're going down there. You're like, oh, what the fuck? What's going on here? Like, what the fuck? And it's like really cool. And there's like a bunch of different unique little things like that where you unlock secrets. And there's secret weapon evolutions and secret weapons and all that stuff. And then just checking off that collection list. Yeah. Like doing a run and 8 achievements popping.
It's nice.
It's just so good. Like I love it so much. Good.
What a great game.
Yep. My number 3.
Thrice.
God of War Ragnarok. It's a good fucking game.
I got some qualms with
Do you?
your ordering here, but it's okay. Sure do. I think you're crazy putting it below.
What's number 2?
What's number 2?
Sure.
But
I had to, bro. I had to. It's so good. Anyway, number 3, God of War Ragnarok. This is a quality fucking game.
I am a. I don't know if saying where I am is a spoiler.
Well, at least spoilers as possible.
I met a young girl.
Well, there's 2 of those.
Wait. What's her name start with?
A.
I just guessed where you were.
Yeah, Jordan. No.
You met a young girl with a name that starts with an
Brother.
A? Oh,
Come on.
okay, yeah. Now
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's a good sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah. You finished that, or are you still in the middle of that?
We just read some stuff.
Read some stuff?
Some walls.
But you're still there doing stuff?
Yeah, I haven't
Okay, so
finished
you haven't
that
left yet?
area. No.
Okay. That's a good sequence.
Dude,
People, now I'm going to tell you, that is the most hated sequence online.
is it because of?
Yes.
I have no idea.
We know why it is.
Is it the?
Like, we know why
Shut
it
up,
is.
I mean, yeah, maybe. But,
Be honest with
but
you.
that's
Yeah.
the most hated sequence online. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
It's so. This game, as somebody who literally just finished God of War
Yep.
and is now playing Ragnarok, this game is not the same game as the first.
No.
It's different,
Yeah.
and I think the main thing is Kratos is not the main character.
Yeah, no. He's not.
He is, but he's not.
Of course.
And I could see people having a problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't care. I think it's great.
Yeah.
They're passing the torch, bro.
I don't know what is spoilers and what's not, because I don't remember what's in the trailers.
It's
Like playing as
yeah.
that was in the trailers.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. it's
Okay. Then I guess we won't talk about it.
not. Yeah. Not in the trailers.
Really.
Good sequence. That first chest you open, funny.
So good, dude.
Yeah.
I even told Jordan about it. I was like, dude, I was dying.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
people that know how to make a game, and they know what gamers know, and then they play off of that, and it works so well. Like, they subvert your expectations as a gamer.
yeah.
If you're someone who's not a gamer, you can play this game and enjoy it for the story and for the game, for the content. But if you're someone who plays a lot of games and has for years, there's even more to get from this
Well,
game.
and the characters are so good. Like even the returning characters, we
Yep.
can hit them: Kratos, Atreus, Sindri, Brock.
Yep.
Those are like the first ones off rip.
Yep.
And they're all amazing.
Yep.
Sindri, amazing. Bro.
Those dwarves get even more story in this game.
Oh,
It's
I know.
great.
We've touched on one thing in the story so
Yeah.
far about them, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah. It's good.
I want to figure this out. You know.
Yes.
There's
Um,
also some, like, even though I've only watched it, there's just good little cheeky things that designers did.
Yeah.
Like the big guy thing. That's fucking funny. to
Mm-hmm.
me.
it's
And then the chess thing's another one where, like,
Yep.
that's just a play on tropes in games,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, delivered well. Like, ha, you got me. Fair enough.
and this game has life lessons, bro.
It does.
I just be learning.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that one hit me.
Yeah, it does.
That one hit me, bro.
It does.
Um,
I'm glad you're finally on the train.
There's a bad bitch in this game, too. She's bad, bro.
Fenrir?
No. He's a hoss, though. That ass. But no, there's a sequence you'll get to, and you're going to be like, damn.
It's just a good game.
No,
bro.
it's great, man.
I am very excited to finish it. I'm 100% in this one as I go.
Yeah.
A little more than the other one because I
Yeah.
wasn't too interested in side stuff.
You're still yet to. They introduce more new stuff to spice up the gameplay and the combat and stuff.
Yeah.
That's real nice.
I mean, they definitely add some stuff to spice up the combat
Mhm.
immediately.
Mhm.
Like, it's just like, oh, didn't know I was going to get to do that.
Yeah.
It's super good.
Yeah.
I got no qualms.
It's good stuff.
I want to finish it so I can be excited for the next one.
Yeah.
Which I assume I don't want this to end.
Yeah. I'm ready for your Discord message after you get through with the ending. You're gonna be like, oh my god, that was so good.
Clearly, it's not that good if it's not your number 2.
No, it's good. It's just there's something special. You know what I mean? All right, Jordan, number 2.
My number 2 has been talked about in length.
Length.
Vampire Survivors.
Respectful. Yeah.
Game
Mhm.
fucking slaps. We don't need to go back into it, but just know that when I get home, I'll probably get on.
Yep.
It's
It is good.
Your number 2, Jordan?
That would be Mike.
Oh, Mike.
God of War Ragnarok.
God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's my number 2.
My number 2.
Let it be said,
Oh.
I'm only 8 hours in or
Yeah,
something.
you
Nah,
haven't
I'm probably
finished?
more like 10.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it. Yeah, it's amazing. Also, God of War, the originals.
Yeah.
So good.
My number 2, also Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
This is a quality game.
A little shuffling
Um,
around in these tier lists.
The reason God of War Ragnarok is lower for me, I think, and not for you, is because you were just now discovering God of War,
Mhm.
so it's like all fresh. Even though you played through the whole first game, but you did it like really recently.
Yeah.
So like I've had this 3 years ago, and I played through it again a second time, and I have 100% of the other one. So it's still there's not as much of that like real good freshness where you're like, oh,
Yeah.
it feels good to throw the axe, and this like that's all stuff that I had already had. So I think that's why I can't put it higher. And Vampire Survivors is just such a crazy like special thing.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those like once in a generation games where you're like, oh, that's a game that everyone will always talk about and will always point to. And this will be a game where you're like, bro, you remember Vampire Survivor Summer, bro? That shit was crazy. Like that's what this is.
I want to touch on one thing with God of War real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which I came to the realization as soon as I threw the axe for the first time, it hit me why I wasted so much time on Avengers. It's because that was the only good part about playing Avengers the game was playing as Thor and throwing the axe.
Yeah.
That one feature made me sink like 60 to 80 hours into a dog game.
Way better on the
And it is
Leviathan
just
X.
it is
Catching that shit back too.
No, dude, I'm not gonna spoil it, but the thing, it's so good.
it's just it is
Dumbass.
yeah, what a good game.
Dumbass.
All right, number 1.
Jordan.
What's your number 1, baby?
I feel like this is a game on the list that everyone would have known was gonna go here at number 1 if you know me at all. Game fucking hits. I want to play it again. I love this game.
Mike's lost right now.
I can't believe you're lost. This is actually incredible.
Huh?
My number 1 game of the year was Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, you're right.
This game is so
Come on now.
good.
It's a game.
It goes into the category of perfect step ups from the first.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I remember having a single issue with it. It has been a while since I played it. I will give it that. But fuck, this game is good. It's long and it don't feel long. Towards the end, I was like, man, it almost has the Avatar effect where like towards the end, I was like, oh wait, no, we're done.
Yeah.
Like no, I want more.
I wish that was that way for me.
God, it was so good. The combat feels so good. It's more difficult in the right kind of ways because like now Aloy is, she's no longer a young kid learning. Now she's
a young buck.
She's the top predator in these fucking lanes, except you have to earn it in the second game, and it feels like it. Some of those fights, I was like, bro, can you chill out, please? And then it just feels good when you win. The traversal, the accessibility in that game was also really, really nice. The characters are just as good a second time, and really good ones, new ones in the second one. There was moments that had me laughing. There were moments that had me hurting. There were moments that had me like, that's just good design. The story in that is just incredible. It's such a good story from the first game to the end of the second. You're just like, that was nice. That was good shit right there.
It's quality.
It's good. I could play this game again happily and be just as happy as it was the first time. Love this game. If you haven't played it, go play the 2 of them. Set yourself some time. Enjoy yourself. Have a good time. It's just good.
Word.
And that's my list.
Preach, brother.
Mickle.
Number 1, baby. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
It's a good game.
I think this was foreseeable for me. Yeah. Easy peasy. Who could have seen it coming?
Of course.
I think we all ate this year.
We did.
I got the best Pokemon game ever. And I could not be more excited. This is, frankly, I haven't even beat Pokemon Scarlet. And if you asked me to play a Pokemon game on my Switch, I'm probably booting up Arceus first.
Damn.
That game is immaculate.
Damn.
It is one of the best stories in a Pokemon game, probably, which isn't saying much. It's the best gameplay in a Pokemon game. Yeah. It's so fast. You're constantly catching Pokemon, fighting Pokemon, picking up rocks, knocking down trees, looking at shiny Pokemon. Yeah. You're constantly doing something. They got the outbreaks. It's just all good, bro. It's all good. The mobility is great. Switching from flying to swimming to riding the horse. It's just all great.
It's quality.
I'm glad I got it.
Yeah. It's a good one.
I got one.
You did.
People can't look at me and say Pokemon drop dog games constantly. I got one.
You got one, yeah. And Pokemon Masters or whatever. Just kidding.
Masters EX?
Yeah.
Pokemon Master Sex?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Master Sex, yeah.
I'm sticking with Arceus, baby.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good game. Not too much.
Well too.
Yeah. It is. That's all I want in a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
That's all I want. So.
Just good stuff. My number 1, of course.
Who could have
It's
seen
the
it?
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
It's a good fucking game, man. This game, God, it was 90 hours of goodness. Loved it so fucking much. Every single moment of it, I loved. I've been wanting to re-get it, especially now that I got the Steam Deck, and I know that it runs well on there. I've been wanting to play that shit on there.
Don't do it.
I'm
Stop
going
yourself.
to.
No,
It's gonna happen.
don't do
Probably
it.
gonna get my taxes. It's happening.
Don't do it.
Shut the fuck
Play it
up.
on the PS5 or something.
Nah, man.
Why?
Because I have a kid sitting on my couch. You know what I mean?
You could sit on your couch and play it on the PS5.
but like Adrian can watch Grays, and I'm playing Elden Ring. You know what I mean?
That's the world you want to live in.
Yeah.
Grays on the TV, Elden Ring on
Yeah,
the dock.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking good, man. The different builds that you can do are fucking insane. Just the quality of it, dude, like some of the best NPCs, in the FromSoft series that I like a lot. The way that this game subverts your expectations with what this game is, you're like, damn, bro, Limgrave is fucking huge. Like, this is a huge open world, and I'm so glad FromSoft did this. And then something happens, and then you're like, what the fuck? And then you look at your map again, and you're like, damn, what the fuck? And this game's huge. And that keeps happening, where you're like, god damn. And the map just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you're like, holy shit. And it just goes and goes and goes and goes. And I love the difference in the areas between Caelid and Limgrave, and Liurnia of the Lake. Like, all those different areas, they all are so, like, unique in their own ways. Tons of good bosses. I will say the biggest qualm I think that most people have, and then I have a little bit, is because the game is so big, some of those little dungeons feel like repetitive. Here's another crypt, and it's a third version of a boss you fought before. But there's not too many of those. You know what I mean? There's like maybe 10 to 15 of those in a sea of 150 bosses. You know what I mean? So I like it so much. The multiplayer was fun. And yeah, I probably will go back in and try like an all magic build, or let's try to challenge myself and beat it at level 1, or do some crazy shit like that. Because
I guess I respect that.
Yeah,
I can't. I think you got this wonderful Steam Deck. You got to play games you ain't never played before.
Yeah,
that's
what I've been doing. I have finally, and this is off topic a little bit. We did an episode with Bob Beal years ago, where he talked about his favorite game of all time being The Witness. Mm-hmm. I booted that up yesterday. Mm-hmm. I understand. Yeah, I am now like 2.5 hours into The Witness, and I'm like, I don't know what I didn't get the first time I played this shit, and I had it on Steam already, so I was like, it plays well on the Steam Deck.
Were you just young? Were you young and stupid?
Well, they kind of opened the thing up, and you can kind of run anywhere. I think I just didn't run in the direction that the signposting tells you to go, which is follow this path and then go on this thing, because there are tutorialized puzzles that show you what specific symbols mean, right? And so a lot of times I was like, I don't understand what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. But now that I've been playing, I'm like, oh, there's this symbol and this symbol and this symbol. I know what they mean, and so I know I got to kind of do some weird stuff. So I've been going in, and it's been fun. There's a bunch of famous voice actors in it for some reason. I heard Ellie's voice. I was like, the fuck? But they're just in there reading quotes from like famous people. It's like weird. But I can't wait to see what the ending is, because I know that whatever the ending is, it makes people think this game's like God tier. Yeah. But I've been enjoying it, and I understand the magic of The Witness now. Cool. Finally booted up Inscription. Been playing that. That's been fun. That's just going weird. What else did I boot? I bought that pogo stick game. Like I just been booting up random ass games and playing them, and because it's the Steam Deck, and that it lends itself well to that. Word. So I like it. Anyway.
What's the definitive? Right, give me the definitive. You got Arceus for me, Elden Ring for you, Horizon for Jordan.
Yeah, we're gonna go into this thing. I'm gonna go from the bottom.
It was that year.
Yeah. I'm going from the bottom.
The bottom's gonna start at like 47, isn't it?
32 different games.
Really?
32.
That's less than I expected.
Side note before we get into the rankings.
Go ahead.
I love years where every top game is different.
Yeah, that's
like I do. I also enjoy the years where everyone's like, yeah, this, yeah. But like, I also
brother.
It feels like a better game year when everyone's different.
Might I interest y'all in 2023? That year is gonna be cracked.
Oh, dude, I'm ready to talk predictions for next year's number one, because I know what mine is. What? I'm gonna lock it in right now. What? Hades 2.
Yeah.
I don't even need to play, bro.
Dude,
Starfield comes out.
I'm gonna ride for Hogwarts Legacy. I'm gonna ride.
We're eating until they all get delayed.
Goddamn. Dude, all those games have been delayed so much, so like I feel like they have to come out now.
No way they delay Hades 2, right?
Dude, Breath of the Wild comes out.
Dude, what was on Blessing's list? Hold up. Shout out to Blessing.
That was just like Monday through February on the first one.
Yeah.
It's gas.
But like it's gas.
Yeah. No,
like,
let's talk about that next week. We'll talk about upcoming stuff.
Now, the 32 different games for the official Synced Up list.
Let's hit it.
Starting at tied for 31st.
What's at the bottom?
With 0.5 points each.
It better be straight.
Garden Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 2. I thought that was funny.
That is so sad.
Modern Warfare 2 was at number 10 on Fielding's list.
What a fall off.
And that was it. Yeah, Fielding's list had 2 games on it. And that's it. Number 1, I think, was like Pokemon Legends Arceus. I can't remember.
And number 2 was...
Here's what it is. Here it is. Here, I'm gonna show
Fielding played 2 games?
Fielding?
Wasn't Riders Republic this year?
No. Here we go.
I swore.
No, he talked about it last year.
Fielding, he put number 1, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Number 2, Number 3, played. 4, like. 5, no. 6, new. 7, games. 8, this. 9, year. 10, Modern Warfare 2.
Okay, so that's a respectable man. He's establishing the gap here.
Yeah.
And I can respect that.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Modern Warfare 2 is not that good, but I can't say it's number 2. Anyway, number 30, High on Life. Just 1 point from you. That was it.
Damn.
Chance didn't even put it on his top 10. Interesting.
Yeah, crazy. Number 29, Naraka Blade point.
Wow.
Number 28, that's what 2 points. Number 28, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection with 2 points. It was high on Miguel's list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miguel got sleepers.
That did come out this year, but it is old games. But the Legacy of Thieves collection was this.
That's
year.
fair. That's fair.
Tied for 26th, Nino Cooney with 2.5 points. That's just Spencer.
Spencer. Yeah.
And then last was Part 1, the remake.
Okay.
2.5 points.
From who?
That was with Miguel as well.
Yeah.
Shout out, Miguel.
Tied for 20th, Octopath Traveler, all for 3 points. Octopath Traveler, Genshin Impact 3.0, Rogue Legacy 2, Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, Rivals of Aether, and Cult of the Lamb.
Damn.
All tied at 20 for 3 points. Number 19, Final Fantasy Strangers in Paradise with 3.5 points. Tied for 17th, Tunic and Hard Space Shipbreaker, both with 4 points.
Okay.
Number 16, DNF Duel with 4.5 points.
That's Lucas for sure.
That's Lucas's second favorite game.
Tied for 14th, Jackbox Party Pack 9 and Pentiment with 5 points apiece.
Yeah, that's you guys.
Not tied. 13th, Citizen Sleeper with 7 points. 12th, As Dusk Falls with 8.5 points. 11th, Overwatch 2 with 9 points. 10, Plague Tale Requiem with 10 points.
Top 10, I'll take it, baby.
9, Grounded with 11 points.
I'll take that as well.
8, Stray with 12 points.
Ew.
7, Horizon Forbidden West with 14 points.
Yikes.
6, Marvel Snap with 14.5 points. 5, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with 16 points. Tied for 3rd,
Ragnarok and Elden Ring.
Legends of Arceus with 25 points and Elden Ring with 25 points.
No way, bro. Don't tell me the year.
Number 2,
God of War.
God of War Ragnarok with
Number
28 points.
1, baby.
Number 1
Vampire
by
Survivors.
a landslide with 35 points. Vampire Survivors.
Let's go.
Holy
That feels right. That feels correct.
Shikes, baby.
Vampire Survivors, 35 points, 8 demanding lead over.
Not even close, my guy.
7 points ahead of any other game. Vampire Survivors. It's because not only was it high on our list, it was on everybody's list.
It was similar. Well, here's the deal, right? So Arceus, high on my list, middle on yours, not on Jordan's.
Yeah.
God of War, high on ours, middle of Jordan's, I think.
Yeah.
It was 7.
Elden Ring, high on yours, low on mine, not on Jordan's.
Yep.
So
It's just
that was everybody enjoyed that game.
yeah.
So
Yeah, Vampire Survivors was on everyone's list. Elden Ring was on most everybody's list. God of War was on a lot of lists.
yeah.
Legends Arceus, it really is, just the majority of games that were on a lot of people's lists. Horizon Forbidden West wasn't on many lists, but it was very high on the list that it was on.
Yeah.
Stray was only on a few lists, high on those lists as well. But yeah, Vampire Survivors with a demanding lead. It was first.
Wow.
It was first on second on Jordan, second on mine, third on yours. I know I think Chance had his at first. I'm gonna check real quick.
It is an amazing game. So I'm fine with this call.
Let's see.
It is, I will.
Fielding didn't play it, so it
seal the
wasn't on
deal.
his list. Miguel didn't play it. It wasn't on his list. Lucas didn't play it. It wasn't on his list. Chance put it at number 2. And then I put it at number 2. And Jordan put it at number 2.
Yeah, that's correct.
And you put
Lucas
it at number
already
4.
on the Snap Battle Pass, bro. He is quick with it.
Is he? Is it a good battle pass? Is it a good battle pass? Anyway, I'll get into that in a second. Yeah, so the official synced up game of the year, Vampire Survivors. It feels apt.
Yeah, no, it feels right. That is a good game. Anybody can get into it. Anybody who's not playing it is also having a good time, bro.
Yeah.
No, you
Like-
can watch it. Too.
Like Cena at the New Year's Eve party is playing Vampire Survivors on the couch, and 7 of us, I swear to God, are sitting there watching him.
Yeah.
Like just giving our critique. Like, yeah, you might want to take the gun there.
Yeah,
Make sure you're looking out for the tiramisu. Don't forget you have the spellbinder at the bottom.
Yeah.
At 5-minute mark, you're gonna want to make sure you go down to the bottom of the tower. You gotta watch out for the blue guys.
Yeah.
Like there's constantly like we're all.
Yep.
That's how it
intently into
felt the first night that I really got into it. Because I played it by myself at our house. But then me and Noah stayed up to like 5 a.m. playing it. And we were just sitting there bouncing back and forth. And he was like, I wonder if you could pick that up and do that. And then immediately being like, oh, shit. Hell yeah. Like, it's
It
just,
was good. Discovering things was fun.
God, it's just so
Yeah.
good.
And it's just, it's a quality game. I like
I'm
it.
with it.
Anyway, that's it.
All right, let's do next year's game of the year. I'm telling you, number 1, Hades 2.
No.
That's
It's
how-
probably going to be Starfield. Like,
Yeah.
if we're just being like the accurate pick, it's probably going to be Starfield.
I'm
It's
saying
a Game Pass game, so everybody will play it. It'll be on a lot of lists. And if it's just anywhere quality like normal Bethesda games, that's what it'll be.
I'm thinking Diablo
locking
4
in
is
my
pretty
pick,
high.
bro.
Diablo 4 might be.
Diablo 4.
I think
depends.
Diablo-
So it could be the Overwatch 2 effect.
It just depends on two things.
Mhm.
Does the Microsoft Blizzard deal go through and everybody plays it because it's on Game Pass?
Mhm.
And is the monetization predatory?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's gonna be the same thing as Overwatch 2, where this game is really fun to play with your friends, but everything else about this game sucks.
It's a $70 game with a premium battle pass.
Awful.
Yeah.
My guy's sharing stuff, bro.
He is.
We need to get out.
Anyway,
of here.
that's it for the ep. Thank you guys for watching or listening. Next week, we're going to talk about some of the stuff coming out in 2023, and we'll recap the news that we missed during our holiday break.
Yes.
I hope you guys have a good New Year's and play some of the games we've been talking about, especially Vampire Survivors, apparently.
Yeah,
anyway.
game's cracked.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Mwah.